Dear human, we regret to inform you that your job, privacy, and sense of reality have been outsourced to a neural net trained on cat memes and conspiracy theories. Please remain calm. Welcome to the future, where your toaster provides browning analytics, your fridge judges your snack choices, and your AI assistant just joined a cult. Buckle up, Buttercup. The singularity isn't coming. It's already drunk and riding a Roomba onto Main Street. Imagine a world where every decision is made by an algorithm trained on Reddit threads and fast food receipts. Now stop imagining. It's called Tuesday. But in all seriousness, AI is already here, and it's already changing everything. Can it? Will it really change the world? And how? Okay, so maybe the bit everyone is worried about most is AI going to take all the jobs. Nope, it can't. Not by itself. AI cannot perform surgeries, do construction, empty trash cans, or wipe butts. That is, provide senior care. Frankly, a relief. I don't need a robot judging my technique. But it can take a lot of jobs, and soon. Certain jobs, paralegal, programmer, copywriter, language translation, are all on the block right now. And yes, even the team that names pharmaceuticals. Hello, Zapsatera. Wait, that one wasn't already AI? Humans came up with that drivel? And if you combine robotics with AI, and I don't mean current state ChatGPT, I mean the kind of AI we're likely to see in a few years' time. 5 years? 15? I don't know. Hey, before you forget, please like, subscribe, and comment. It helps drive great content. Hold up. Robotics. We haven't even talked about robotics. Let's not sleep on that. It's been quietly leveling up for decades. Grippers, gait, dexterity, even facial expressions. Okay, some of those are just creepy, but still they're trying. You've seen those videos online from Boston Dynamics, robots doing parkour, and way better than they did in the office. I've heard they've even figured out Ikea furniture assembly and didn't end up with those 3 leftover pieces. The combination of those two together very well could take almost every job I can think of. I mean, that combo could perform nursing duties, childcare, construction, and even surgeries. Although AI managing whatever happens inside porta-potties at Burning Man, maybe that one's medal-worthy. But okay, so we get there, and then what? What happens then? Let's say the combination of AI plus robotics does take all the jobs. There are literally no jobs left to be had. Well then, my friends, money no longer exists. Or more accurately, it is valueless. A relic in a museum labeled currency circa 2030, curated next to a string of wampum. I mean, it's not like it would just disappear immediately, but it would go away in sputters, fits, and starts. Well, guess I'll have to pay for my double shot mocha with interpretive dance. Hope the barista likes jazz hands. Money's a funny thing. It's a bit like the Wizard of Oz. It works because we all believe in it. We all accept it as pay and spend it on rent and questionable life choices. That is the machine. You stop feeding the machine and the cogs skitter across the cement. The economic ocean that exists today becomes an economic Sahara. Unless you're bartering TikTok dances for canned beans, which honestly might be the next big thing. Bush's Baked Original, stock up now. But here's where it gets interesting. Think about it. If liquidity itself is completely gone, everyone's money is valueless, even the richest of the rich. Maybe J.R. Goldstone, chip magnate and yacht rock aficionado, didn't think this all the way through. Imagine that. So where do we go from there? Well, on this, the experts are hedging, in that cute bookish way they have. It's always comforting when people exponentially smarter than me, admittedly a low bar, have no idea what to do. And the fate of the entire global economy is just hanging out there. Personally, I can think of only 3 distinct paths. My brain conjures them in matching tracksuits, sort of like Dr. Seuss's Thing 1 and Thing 2. Sure, he never mentioned Thing 3, the bastard child in the corner, but I'm going there. There's probably more, but all I've found were just remixes of these. I call them Wynken, Blynken, and Spock. Anyway, first you could stop going down this path entirely, aka Blynken. Stop AI in its tracks so you never get that far. But is that realistic? Humanity never fails to open every single gilded gift-wrapped Pandora's box that falls in its lap. From nuclear weaponry to genetics, the prospect of complications has never stopped us before. Humanity's track record for buttons next to signs that say "do not push" is unparalleled. Then there's Plan B, or what I call Wynken. You could potentially solve the liquidity issue by having a universal basic income. Doesn't have to be that name, but the principle is more or less the same. Everyone gets some basic amount to live. And if things are handled that way, money still exists and has meaning. The rich guys can still be rich. That's an incentive for them as much as anyone. Their heads are spinning, surely, but to be honest, it's the only way I can think of that they get to keep being their crisp selves, Choco Martini in hand. Or you could get rid of money entirely. Think Star Trek. And that, my friends, is why I call it Spock. Actually, Gene Roddenberry imagined in writing Star Trek that mankind would have evolved past the need for money. I, myself, was very much hoping my landlord had evolved past it too. He hasn't. But his payment demands are on lovely embossed stationery, so that's nice. Anyway, in this scenario, everything people need, food, housing, clothes, libido-enhancing pharmacology, everything is available. They can get whatever they need anytime. Wait, unlimited snacks, space pajamas, and instant lasagna? And 0 meetings? Yes, please. I can see the socialism hate trolls lining up already. I feel the rumbling. But I'm not advocating anything here. I'm just spitballing possible paths. And I really don't see a whole lot of options if there are no jobs anymore, except this fairly narrow set of scenarios. But let's have a discussion in the chat about other scenarios you come up with. And who knows, if AI takes all the jobs, maybe we'll finally have time to finish binge-watching Netflix. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to audit my toaster's browning analytics. They've been waffling a lot lately. Until next time, live long and prosper, and peace out, my Tangeroonies.